And a ceremony is reported to be in the final stages of preparation at the presidential palace in Kabul. Well, according to a senior Taliban official, the Islamist movement's supreme leader, Haibatullah Akhundzada, will most likely have ultimate power over a governing council, and he'll have a president below him. But the new leaders are going to have their work cut out for them, as humanitarian organizations are warning of severe shortages of food, and the country's economy is on the brink of collapse. Well, France 24's Cyril Payen is one of the very few Western journalists in Kabul. He gave us this update a little earlier on.
The airport itself, it's controlled now fully by the Taliban. The question is to operate this airport, and that could extend to operate also a country, because it's a thing for the Taliban to have been guerrilla fighters for years now, for 20 years, and more than that, because they've been fighting, you know, from generations to generation. So it's a point, it's a fact to be clandestine, to fight an enemy, and it's another to be the master of a country and to have a government to rule. So this is a bit the approach of this, the answers of this spokesperson, Mr. Ahmadi, who is, well, he was quite an hardliner stance, if I may say. You're urging people to calm down and everything will be okay. The problem is, to answer your question, the mood in the streets of Kabul. If you ask the people, even if they don't really answer this question now, it's a big difference when comparing to a few days ago, where people were opening up quite easily. Now people are just waiting to see where we are getting with this country, but we can see some anxiety, some anger. For example, I'm standing in central Kabul now, and at 8 o'clock in the morning you can hear a lot of noise of people queuing at the banks, queuing at the ATM, queuing at any ministries which are still closed. And I believe the Taliban are really understanding that there is a momentum, there is something to catch, because we are not anymore in 1996, and it remains to be seen if the Taliban themselves have changed, as they claim. But what is absolutely clear is that Afghanistan really did change itself in these 20 years of emancipation and so on. So it's a sign that things are quite tense here, volatile in terms of politics, in terms of security. But the Taliban are going to form the government quite shortly, as you said. The rumors said it's maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday, just to move on and to try to secure their government, their handling of the country with regards to the international community, because billions of dollars depends on what they're going to do, their next step, but also towards the population, because again the population is not the same like 20 years ago. Right. So it's quite a momentum, and also well, just to finish if they don't move quickly, the economy here, the whole country is very close to collapse.